So in this video we're going to talk about few of the important interview questions for the React Redux. So first of all we have the question. So we can be asked for the data flow of Redux. So in the Redux data flow, first of all we have the user interface. Here we have the buttons. So we can click on the button and we can dispatch some action. So from here we can dispatch some action, and then the action will go to the store, and in a store we have the reducer, and the reducer will handle those actions, and based on the type of the action the reducer will modify the global state. So we have a state which is a global state. That means all the components can have access to that store, and after that the UI can access the state from the store, and this way our UI can be updated. So here we have one circular flow of data. First of all we dispatch some action from our UI, and the action will go to the reducer, and the reducer will modify the global state, and then our UI will access the state from the global store. So this flow of data is unidirectional and it helps to maintain a predictable state management system. So secondly, we can be asked about some alternate to the Redux. So in React we have plenty of alternative to the Redux, such as we can use the React Context API. So this is one built-in feature, and here we can share the state across multiple components without the prop drilling. And secondly, we can use the useReducer hook, and this useReducer hook can manage complex state transition locally within a component, and here it functions similar to the Redux reducer. So we can use that also. And thirdly, we can be asked about when we might not use Redux. So this is a very good question. So we can simply say that Redux may not be that much necessary in smaller or simpler application. So suppose we have one smaller application where the state is localized. So in that case we can pass down all of those states via props without much difficulty. And secondly, in a scenarios where the state does not need to be shared across multiple components. So in that case also we do not need to use Redux, because Redux is mainly focused on sharing the state across multiple components. And thirdly, because there are some built-in features like we have the Context API, and also we have the useReducer hook, so we can use those for the state management in some scenarios. So in that case also we do not need to use Redux. And fourthly, suppose we do not have any complex state transition. So in that case also we do not require any centralized state management. So we can simply use our built-in Context API or useReducer. Even we can use the useState hook to locally manage the state. And fourthly, we can be asked about what are Thunks in Redux. So this is a very important question. So simply we can say that Thunk is a function that delays the evaluation of an operation. So in Redux, a Thunk is a middleware. So we can use the middleware and we can write action creators, and the action creators normally returns object, but in case of this Redux Thunk it can return one function, and the function takes the dispatch, and inside the function we can perform asynchronous operation. Like an example, we can perform API calls and we can fetch data from one API, and also we can dispatch actions based on the result of these operations. So simply we can say that Thunk enables the Redux to handle side effects. So here we can handle the side effect. Like an example, we can put some asynchronous logic. So that is the main purpose of the Thunk. So these are the few of the important interview questions that one should know about. So that's it for the video. See you in the next one. Take care.